I see a little discussion going on, but I'm certainly not going to partake in it other than I am going to do this video. This gentleman, Rattlehead, who lives in Georgia, has been very successful this year with his Deus 2, okay? And he's running a 9-inch coil, I believe. I think I'm correct in saying that. So, you know, when you're comparing this machine to an Equinox with an 11-inch coil, it's not exactly apples to apples. However, this does not detract away from his success, okay? Anyway, let's just do this little experiment here. I see one gentleman has made a comment where he has checked everything his buddy has found with a Deus 2. Well, let me say something about that. I don't know what coil his buddy's running, for starters. And number two, and this is the biggie, and it doesn't matter which coil you're using, the 9 or the 11-inch. How did he locate his coins? How did he locate his copper and silver coins? If he didn't run any notch, in my opinion, that gives the Equinox user a better chance to hear the target. Now, we're talking not just hear it. You got to get some copper silver ID on it, okay? Just to hear a tone, so, well, I can hear it. Well, that don't tell me nothing. Other than you could hear the target, but would you know, are you in a dig-all mode? Rattlehead is not in a dig-all mode, I don't believe, okay? He's running pitch tones with high notch. So a person who locates a target with a Deus, I'm going to give you a demonstration here, and I've got this mighty Equinox 800 out here. Now, it has the 11-inch coil. This is not apples to apples, but I'm going to give you a demonstration that could happen in the wild. Very easy, okay? Now, I'm in the fast program here. I've tilted this dime, silver dime, and I've got some foil here and foil down here, okay? Maybe you can see that in that camera there. Now, I'm just going to leave this thing at reactivity 2. I got the audio response turned up. I'm in pitch tones, okay? And I went in here, and I'm going to show you here. I've got 00 to 86 notched out, okay? Notice that zinc and penny there? Look at that. That zinc and penny is bye-bye, okay? So I'm swinging over this right here, okay? You hear that? So I'm assuming, you know, Rattlehead's running that high notch. So when he gets something comes through this detector, you know, he's a checking it, okay? Now, I'm sweeping both directions. Oh, notice I only get one-way tone, but it does come through the machine. But watch what happens here. Okay, so now if I hear that, and I back the call and hovered a little bit, look at there, 87 in the meter. See that? 87 in the meter. So I would dig that for a high conducted coin, okay? Now, remember what I said about this zinc and penny here being gone. That's important in this little discussion we're having here, because sometimes when we try to compare detectors and we start playing with the ID systems, well, Equinox has a different scale. So we're going to base this test on the conductivity. Notice I've got that notched, yet I do get signal there. See that? Every time I come left to right, I even get some coming right to left every now and then. Okay? So I'm going to turn this machine off. Now this has got a 9-inch coil on it, and here comes the mighty Equinox in Park 1. Park 1 is going to be the mode on this machine that's ground balanceable over the ground, okay? That's going to do the best here. And I'll back the speed off to 5. Now I had that in reactivity 2. And the iron bias is at F20. Okay, now we're going to go back here to accept reject. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide up here, and I'm in 5 tones. This thing doesn't have a pitch tones, okay? Okay, that's number 17 right there. So I've got 18 and above accepted, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to sweep this zinc and penny. So I'm getting that zinc and penny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep accept rejecting until I get rid of that zinc and penny. Whoops. Okay, let's see what I've got here. I believe that's 20 and above. So I'm still getting it. Okay. Still getting that old penny there. Okay, I think we might have got rid of it right there. Look at that. Now, I got rid of that zinc and penny, okay? But now these machines have different scales, and I'm actually going to put some of this notch back in. But watch what happens here. Hear anything? Now, this machine is working, and I'll even get a quarter here to show you. You know, I don't play games with detectors. You see that old quarter just a banging away. But we got rid of that zinc and penny there. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to put in, okay, there's 20, and there's 19. Let me make sure I'm telling you right here. Okay. There's 16, 17, 18. So I've got 19 accepted and above on this, okay? And I'm getting the zinc and penny, which we wouldn't get with that machine. But watch what happens here. Hear anything? Now, I'll even change the speed on this thing to 6. Okay? Look at that. So if you're out trying to cherry pick with this machine, like that machine on that scenario, you see the deal. See, I'm sweeping that right there. I'm centering that dime. I'll move it around a little bit, okay? Now I'll go back in here, accept reject. Okay. This is putting 18 in. Now 18 is in the machine now. You hear anything? 18 is in that machine. It's working. Now those Zinkins are popping there, boys. Okay, now I'm going to put 17 in the machine. 17 and above is accepted. Okay? So now we get that stutter tone, don't we? Hear that? But look what I had to do to get that to hit. I had to dial in 17 and above accepted, okay? To hit that. And I will change the speed back to 5. And that's not the best of signals either. Listen. Okay? Let's go back over here and let's go up here one more time. There's 16. Now 16 and above is in. That's the old zinc. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so now we're starting to get some signal. Okay. So you see the difference here. Now the call sizes are different, and that's a fast program, and this is Park 1. You see it right there, Park 1. Okay. But how that gentleman is locating his coins with that Deus 2 means something. If he's not using notch and he's finding those coins, well, then he's leaving coins in the ground. He's missed coins. He's missed coins, meaning he's missed some coins that he can find with notch. And you see this test right here with this machine here. I went in here and reset the Equinox, okay? And we're going to listen to this scenario here in 50 tones, Part 1. I'm going to turn this volume up, okay? And that's speed 5. Okay, now that number 1 slot, default is removed. That's not going to affect this test, okay? And I'll even turn the sensitivity to 22. And I'll even noise cancel this machine. Okay. And again, like I said, you see it there, 50 tones. And there's that zinc and penny. Okay, now let's hear what this sounds like in 50 tones now. So, does that sound like high conductor down there to you? There's higher conductor down there. It's higher than that right there. But you're having to keep up with more. You're having to keep that ear to the old train track here, listening to this target right here, okay? That's sort of gobbledygook there, you know what I mean? Where that machine there with that 9-inch coil with that high notch, well, if that machine pops, okay, you're like, what made it pop? So maybe you do a little hover sweep, okay? And that gets you on it. And you dig it, and out, pop goes the weasel, okay? I just thought I would share that. But how that gentleman is finding his targets with that Deus 2 is a big deal. Because if he's not using notch, and he's locating targets, he's finding the less mass targets by how that machine is, I guess you call it engineered, and how it works, okay? I hope you enjoyed.